Chapter 15, Rita. Rita, the psychic woman, turned over a tarot card and, concerned, looked at it. On the card, a fearsome dragon spewed flames as it guarded the castle on the hill and held the young bride in its claws. The prince on the white horse stood with a spear in hand, ready to fight the dragon. Rita studied the silk bags, each distinguished by their color, spread across the table next to a large crystal bowl filled with water. After careful thought, she selected a bag and poured out its contents, a mysterious silver powder, into the water, which immediately began to bubble and boil. Rita dipped her fingers into the water, swirled them 7 times clockwise and once counterclockwise, and then sprinkled the silvery water onto the card. Suddenly, a purple mist emerged from the card, filling the entire room at La Casa, the alternative student collective situated in the Andalusian harbor village of Benalmádena. Azer rode his motorcycle from the outskirts of Berlin toward the city center. Traffic gradually thickened, confirming his direction. Navigating a sprawling city like Berlin proved challenging, especially since he had never been there before. Unexpectedly, Azer rode into a purple cloud. He was concerned that it could have been toxic gas. Considering the city's industrial reputation, he slowed down. To his surprise, the cloud didn't irritate his eyes or throat. Gradually, it dissipated, vanishing as though it had never been there. Azer reassured himself that it might have been a low cloud, illuminated by streetlights. In the distance, he spotted the illuminated Central Station building. Once past it, he began to feel more at home. Just a few hours earlier, he and Topaz had ridden on their bikes through these streets with great effort. Now, the powerful motorcycle effortlessly glided along the same route. He still had some way to go when he reached the roundabout before Merita's narrow street. At that moment a police car approached from behind, sirens wailing and lights flashing. At last, he turned into the street and from a distance, noticed lights on in Merita's apartment. MI6 might have already freed Topaz and driven her home. However, he soon spotted a police car parked in front of the building, with an officer conversing with the elderly neighbor next door. It seemed like someone had discovered a break-in at Merita's place and called the police. The individuals who had captured Topaz likely used facial recognition technology to identify her, hacked into her email, and found her Berlin address. In all likelihood, they also discovered Azer was with her and launched an aggressive pursuit. Right now, they might be lurking in a parked car nearby, waiting for him. In this situation, Azer was in the wrong place at the wrong time. With his helmet concealing his face, Azer hoped that the elderly woman wouldn't recognize him. However, you could never underestimate the talent of the nosy elderly ladies. To avoid drawing any attention, he calmly passed by both the woman and the police officers, continuing his route down the street. As he approached an Audi R8, a high-speed sports car that stood out among the ordinary family vehicles parked along the residential buildings, the man in the passenger seat noticed Azer in the rearview mirror. In a hurry, he urged the driver to pull out and intercept Azer. But Azer's quick maneuver on his bike allowed him to slip through the narrow gap between the car's bumper and the wall. The driver floored the accelerator, initiating a high-speed chase. The two powerful engines, designed for wide highways, now roared through the narrow streets, causing pedestrians to scatter in fear. Suddenly, they reached a set of sturdy bollards that emerged from the ground, blocking their path. These bollards were part of citywide security measures meant to prevent reckless drivers from endangering innocent lives.